somehow through challenges and life, I came to find that video is heavy. And that's how I started thinking that I should focus on solving it. So for the context, back in 2017 and 2016, we used to have this company called Lenge. We were an advertising agency. And back then, buying a month worth of 4G internet was $50, which in Kigali's money was quite a lot. And by 11 a.m., we would finish the daily cap of the internet. We were supposed to use the whole day. We had this rule that you should not watch videos while you're at work. If you want to watch video, maybe go somewhere, download, and then watch it at work. So that's how I realized that a video is heavy. And also, in my entire life, I always learn through videos or books. So I know that video is very important, but also it's heavy. That's how I found myself trying to solve the video problem, because I think it's very impactful if it's solved.
Okay. So did you close that marketing agency so that you could build your whole intention or the interest in the video streaming industry, or it's something that just happened and you realize that you should now focus on you helping other people solve that frustration that you had that the video is heavy?
Good question. So I would say it's a long story. So back when I had the marketing agency, it was a cash cow, because we would work for customer and they pay us. So the idea of having a product came gradually. I was always wondering why when you have a small business, you're always working hard. But the growth is so slow, you end up feeling frustrated. Like, I'm working very hard, but I can't grow. Sometimes you're struggling to pay even your employees. So that was my story. I was leading this agency for 3 years, but the growth was so slow. And I started wondering how I can solve that. I read this book called 0 to 1. And the whole book is based on something that says, that goes like, if you own a restaurant, you may be working as hard as someone who owns a space company. Because you wake up early, you work, you go to sleep tired, but you will never ever earn as much as them.
Yes.
So that's how it came to me that maybe there are other businesses that are hard, you can try. I found out that you don't start by building a business. You just find the problem worth solving and then you solve it. So we went through many iterations. I have stories of how some iterations were successful, but I can't know because I was trying to move fast. There's this story when we launched an e-commerce platform, but we got 2 customers in maybe 1 week, and we said this is not working after 1 year of building, and then we said on to the next one. So we were trying to find the problem worth solving. That's how we realized that we can solve video and it can be impactful. So back then I always thought that you should build something that will scale because of that other book. Yeah, that's how it came. Like, and then we, as a team, we started letting the agency work fade away as we move to the product side of things.
So you started building Nilefy with a team that you had you were working with in the marketing agency.
Yeah, so when we started building Nilefy for seriously, I remember we started letting some people go. So we said, this marketing thing, we are going to let it fade away. So the photographers were the first to go. They went and started another company, and we would work together on contract basis. And we said we should keep the light on, so
Yes.
we retained some contract. So we had, I think, a graphic designer and a copywriter and maybe an accountant. And then me and my then co-founder, his name is Joyeux, by the way, he's a good friend of mine. We focused sorry on Nilefy.
Yes.
He would focus on the technical part of it, and then I focus on the product, the vision,
Yes.
and everything. And in 6 months we had a prototype. So that is
While still running the other marketing agency.
it, but this time it was small. I was
It
trying
was small.
to make it small so that we can move on to the product side, which did not go so well because we had money when we were running the agency.
Yes.
And when we started product, we're like, okay, we need to raise money, and didn't go so well. So that's back in 2019 when we had the first demo. It was 2019 around Apple, I think. Apple.
I've understood the whole reason why you've started Nilefy, from the frustration that you had, that the video was heavy. If I may go back to your career, or let's say the education background, why did you study university?
I would not say my life is that planned as other people's are. Like some people know they're going to study till maybe masters, or they will start working and then go for an MBA. Mine is not like that. Let's start from the childhood. Most of kids, when they're dreaming, they dream of becoming a doctor, a president, a pilot, or something like that. I remember when I was young, you would ask me what I want to become. Like in my heart, I wanted to become an electrician.
Yes.
So I would see that whenever a power line is down and you call someone to repair it, he get paid and he get money the same day.
Yes.
And I was like, that's the job. You get paid the same day.
Yes.
So I would say that was my dream. So when I was in senior 3, the third year of high school in Rwanda, the government sent me to study mathematics, physics, and chemistry. And everyone wanted me to go there. Like my parents, my teachers, they emphasized that if I take that road, I may maybe become a doctor or something. I didn't like it. I remember I spent almost 1 month at home, and I said, I'm not going to go until I found a way to go to IPRC Kigali to study engineering, electronics and telecommunication.
Yes.
And when I went there, I didn't know what it is about. I thought maybe it was about computers or something. And when I got there, we were learning hardcore electronics. So by the end of it, I had understandings of electronics circuitry that runs computers, electric vehicles, and everything, like the basics you may need. By the end of high school, I remember when other people were thinking of going to university, or me being me, remember I said when I saw someone working and the same day they get money, I was like, now I know what I have to do.
But you liked money.
It's not that I like money. I would say whenever I was at school, my parents were teachers. They would push me to be the top of the class. And in my mind, till today, I would never understand why. So when I finished high school, in my heart, I didn't want to go to university. I wanted to do something practical and get money and figure life out. 1 month after, I thought starting a business is just registering it at RDB. So that's what I did. And I started a company doing electrical and electronics. I thought I was going to do electrical installation and solar. So the dream from childhood. And I think that lasted 1 week. 1 week I quit. And then after that 1 week, I returned back to doing whatever was possible, because by then I was living on my own. And somehow I got a job at a printing shop. That's how I met graphic designers, and they introduced me to the world of advertising and marketing. Yeah, and then later I became a freelancer and started the agency, hired the first employee, and it grew till I tried to turn it into a product based company.
What's your story about being an employee, now getting the salary at the end of the month? How did it shape the person you are today?
So the story of how I jumped from being a full-time entrepreneur to being employed is not a good one, I would say. I was down. I started this agency and grew it. I started it alone and then grew it to 6 full-time people and freelancers on a regular basis. And then I tried to turn it into a product-based company, trying out different products. I was using it as a cash cow and then do some research and development on the side doing product. And then in April to May 2019, my co-founder had other responsibilities and we didn't have enough money to support him. He needed a salary and he went for it. He left me with everything, the company, the IP, but I was not technical enough. There is this product we developed, Nilefy. There's a demo, the code, and everything.
Yes.
He left it with me. I didn't know what to do with it. I remember I closed everything, paid the last month of rent and went home. When I got home, I didn't know what to do. I thought I was going to learn how to code and then go through what we built and build it again. But for 1 year, I didn't succeed at anything. I can't focus my head on hands-on coding and then try to develop the product. So maybe mid 2020, amid COVID, I got a call from someone who was starting a company in Rwanda. He told me I need a graphic designer. Remember when I started the agency, I was a graphic designer. I said yes. He had this marketplace product.
Oh, okay.
So I was designing for marketing and advertising of that product.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I worked there for 2 years until one day I was browsing on LinkedIn and I saw this amazing company called Ampersand. They were doing everything to get their product off the ground, and I'm attracted to hard problems. I can see the impact and everything. They were assembling bikes and selling them, batteries and swap stations, and later when I started talking to them, the software that runs everything, I shoot my shot and they took me in. I would say I spent 4 years there, and they were some of the best years of my life. I would not say being employed was that bad to me. It was because I was working in startups. I would say it was good because I was not taking all the risks. I was getting paid.
Yeah.
But work-wise, what I'm working on, it was challenging enough to give me that feeling you have when you're pursuing entrepreneurship. Everything is moving fast in a startup, and whatever you work on, you will see the impact of it next day. It was not a bad experience getting employed. It was like I was an entrepreneur minus the risk of not getting the money.
What's the real problem that Nilefy is about to solve, and which impact do you see it bringing to the society?
Let me frame it like this. Everything else on the internet, the document you send, all the music on Spotify, everything is 15% of the internet. And this whole other 85% or more is just video. And you know what they say? Picture is worth 1,000 words. So
Words, yeah.
one frame of a video is worth 1,000 words.
Yes.
And for me, that even deeper, because video can be used in medicine,
Yes.
telemedicine, in education is even something else. YouTube introduced us to tutorials, and in entertainment, everywhere, video is, I would say, the cornerstone of human communication.
Yes.
And it's so heavy. So it being heavy, it means that most of the folks cannot afford it. So where video is so needed, where people don't have books to read, internet is expensive, they can't afford video.
Yes.
They can't afford to watch videos. When I tried Nilefy for the first time, I found out that I can take a video in a format called H264 and reduce it by 70%. And the quality is almost the same. I'm still figuring out how to make the quality perfect.
Yes.
Like I felt like the impact might be huge. That's why I tried to bet everything I had on it. Not because I figured out how big I'm going to earn from it or anything, but the impact of it. Imagine children somewhere in a village, they can now watch 70 more content than what they can watch now. That will be massive.
Yes.
That's why I think I'm betting everything I like myself on this video thing. And I think in the end, I don't know yet how it's going to be, because the video space is a very competitive space. Yet to see how it goes, but I think the end game for me is to create a portable version of video. So imagine a video format that is so small, it's easy to stream, easy to transport everywhere, even on your local storage.
Yes.
But the quality is still the same. And I think the impact might be massive.
So I would want to understand, how do you see yourself starting this product, making it successful without the capital?
Okay. So I've been there. I've bootstrapped the agency, but then bootstrapping meant that I go to the customer maybe pay me 30% before I start the work, and then after the work, they pay me the money.
Yes.
I think I get the whole bootstrapping thing. And that's the spirit, even this time around. When we are thinking about startups, we mostly look at them when they are a success story, and we don't see where they came from. Most startups, where they come from, they have, like successful startups, they have a similar story. The story is they look for a specific problem, and this problem is so painful that whoever has it is willing to pay for it, even if the product is not so great yet.
Yes.
And then
I agree.
you deliver it.
Yes.
Once you deliver it, that is called product market fit. You found a problem and you found someone willing to pay for it. And that's how everything else goes. If you're going to raise money, you show the investor, I have this idea, but it's no longer an idea.
Yes.
Someone is willing to pay for it. So it can become a product. So that's the spirit. I'm not chasing scale. I don't want to be in R&D for the next 5 years. I want to solve this problem and find someone who is willing to pay for it, and then start from there. I will see how it goes.
Good. So who gave you the permission to solve the problem?
That's a tricky one, the way you asked it. I've been doing entrepreneurship for 12 years. Even when I was working in startups, it was kind of entrepreneurship because I was taking risks. And I would say along the way, I became versatile. I've been a graphic designer. I've been doing marketing. I've been doing advertising. Somehow I raised money, even if it's not that straightforward. I have experience finding customer and everything. And I think that somehow gives me permission. When you're starting a company, everyone is looking at who is on the team. Do they have experience? In this case, I'm not alone. We are now 2 people, but I'm the only founder. And everyone don't want to touch a company with one founder. They want a team.
Yes.
But I think even if I'm alone, I've earned this vast experience for the last 12 years.
Yes.
That may help me in succeeding. Yeah.
Good. So, having been in the whole startup journey for 12 years, how would you rate the experience that you have in building Nilefy as a trustable startup? The people that are there, someone who's going to trust the whole idea and be your first client, if I can say.
As I said, I've been through the whole journey of building a company, mostly, I would not say failing, not being the best, but I've been through the whole journey. And part of being through the journey is becoming, I did technical product management, and now I'm doing engineering.
Yes.
So when you're a product manager, you realize that the code you're writing and everything else, it doesn't matter. What matters is solving the problem you're solving. That's how actually great products are built. If I can give you a brick, but that brick solves something, and you solve it with the brick, that's great. That's why I think I can pull it off. Like,
that's good.
I built other products that solved real problems. Like in my previous work at Ampersand, actually we were solving something that is hard, even if maybe on the surface it doesn't look like that. So imagine this company that is competing with petrol bikes. So you're trying to shrink the time the customer is spending at the station. So you design this software to automate things, and at the same time you have to make sure that the battery is sending telemetry so that it's easy for someone to get the right battery at the right time. It's a lot of problems combined to build this whole seamless experience. So being through that, I think I've worked with great technical people, so I have the idea of how engineers think. Now I'm trying to hone my engineering myself to talking about the programming part now. I think that somehow gives me the right to succeed at it.
You will. So as we're closing our conversation, there's one question that I would want you to touch on a bit. You've been in the industry for 12 years. So how do you see the tech industry developing in a way that is going to support Nilefy grow as a startup?
3 days ago, I was chatting with a friend and she told me, why are you building in Kigali? You can move somewhere else where capital is accessible and it's easier. And it made me think. In 2019, when I was trying Nilefy and I didn't raise enough capital to keep my founder, it was tough. But now it's a bit different. I remember when the government tried this concept of making Kigali a proof of concept market. So Kigali is not that big, but it's a very good proof of concept market because we have high-speed internet. You can come here and test, and you've seen great companies test things here and then scale.
Yes.
I'm not going to mention names, but you know. And since 2018 to now, the entrepreneurship scene has changed a lot. There are now incubators, co-working spaces like No Skin and others.
Yes.
So everything changed. Even the government it started investing, providing grants to some companies. Like there are green grants, there are other tech grants. So the scene has changed a lot. So the reason I'm emphasizing on that is to succeed when you're doing startups. It doesn't come from your product or only the problem you're solving. It comes from this, I would call it, brotherhood of whoever is around you, the support and everything. So I think Kigali is the best place to start this because I'm close to the problem I'm solving, even if in Kigali internet is good. Other areas around Kigali,
yes,
I can feel the pain. It's easy to go to another city where internet is not good and then you see the pain, you test and see how everything goes. But in terms of other entrepreneurs, I think Kigali is good. And that makes me confident that things will be even better.
That's very good. So all the best. Thank you so much for making time to be with me today.
Okay, thank you so much for having the conversation with me.